Madeline Dykus. That's Clark, Gore, Kelly, Pickens, Sheffield, Bivens, Rogers, Rodolphe, Long, and Rogers on the mound, Dykus the flex at short. For Southeastern, just a couple changes for Coach Rick Freeman's ball club from the previous ball game. Leading things off, it'll be the left fielder Ariel Mass, followed by shortstop Lindsay Rizzo, and the catcher Madison Blackford. Ella Manzer in the middle third of the order, the cleanup hitter. She'll be the designated player in this ball game, followed by third baseman Brianna Bennett and second baseman Allie McCoy. Bottom third of the order, first baseman Madison Watson, right fielder Audrey Greeley, and center fielder Cameron Goodman. That's Mass, Rizzo, Blackford, Manzer, Bennett, McCoy, Watson, Greeley, Goodman. 1 through 9 on the Southeastern order, with junior right-hander Heather Zumo in the circle. A 1-0 record and a 0 ERA. We'll give you a quick chance to digest all that as we look up a few particulars here on Zumo, who is making her second start of the season. 3 scoreless innings under her belt already. 3 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And opponent's hitting 300 off of the right-hander. Junior at 5'7", transfer from LSU Eunice, and she hails from just down the road in the capital city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now she'll face Clark, Gore, and Kelly to lead things off here in this ball game. Right-handed hitter Paige Clark, 333 the average coming in. And Zumo starts her off with a strike. Southeastern won the previous game here this evening, 4-0 over Buffalo. As that's in there for a strike, right-hander Zumo. Oh, 2 from the right-hander. Pops a mitt, but it's a bit low and outside. The count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Paige Clark, the junior, leading things off. And the pitch fouled off. This is the 5th and final game of the day here at the Lion Classic. There are 3 more to wrap things up tomorrow, 10 o'clock, noon, and 2. Southeastern will face Grambling State in the final game tomorrow. Here's a 1-2 pitch, fouled over toward the Lady Lion dugout. Still 1-2 here on Clark. A cool evening. Not much of a breeze whatsoever. Maybe a little more than the earlier game, but not much. There's a ground ball to the right side. McCoy will scoop it up and toss on to first. Let's set that Southeastern defense for you here in the late game. Left to right around the outfield, we find Ariel Mass, Cameron Goodman, and Audrey Greeley. Third to first around the diamond, Brianna Bennett anchors the high corner. Double play combo up the middle. Rizzo at short, McCoy at second. The first baseman is Madison Watson. And behind the plate tonight, the battery made of the right-hander Zumo. It is catcher Madison Blackford. Oh, 1 out, nobody on. And Chelsea Gore, the second baseman, pops that one foul and out of play. Gore comes in hitting .286 with 1 run batted in. Oh, the 0-1. Slaps it foul. And the count now 0-2. Late start this evening, approximately 9:10. This one underway more than 3 hours behind what was intended. 0-2. Down and away. Part of that first couple games kind of ran a little bit long. Of course, rain had a little bit to do with that this morning. Slow pace, but an entire day behind schedule. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Slap back past the mound of the second baseman, McCoy. Get rid of it quickly, on to first base in time, and there's 2 gone.
First baseman, number 8, Caitlin Kelly.
At the plate now, Caitlin Kelly, the first baseman. She's hitting .286 on the year. Right-handed hitter for UT Martin, who is wearing orange jerseys tonight and navy pants. Southeastern still in the black uniforms with the green and gold trim they wore in the previous game tonight. And that's in there for a strike. The 0-1. Oh, pop up towards short, picked on the short hop by Rizzo. Throw to first, stretched by Watson at the other end. And first base umpire Chase Craft busy here in the top of the first inning, ringing up all 3 of them at first base. Up and down in order goes UT Martin. We'll head to the bottom of the first, scoreless here on the Southeastern Sports Network. UT Martin with a late switch here is Hannah Rodolfi, who was designated player, will move to the mound and to the circle and start as a pitcher here this evening for UT Martin. As Lex Rogers was listed in the lineup as a starting pitcher. Leading things off, Ariel Mass fouls off the 1-0. Left-handed hitter facing the right-hander, Hannah Rodolfi, who is 1-0 on the season. This is her second appearance. The previous one was also a start. Worked 5 scoreless innings in that one. Gave up 3 hits. Didn't walk anybody. Struck out 3. Opponent's hitting 176 off the right-hander, Rodolfi. 5'6" senior from Paducah, Kentucky, who's a transfer from Union University. As that pitch upstairs. All 2-1 the count. Mass was in hitting .750. 3 for 4 with an RBI on the season. The count runs to 3-1. Ridolfi winds and delivers. That's in there for a strike, and count runs full on Mass, leading things off here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless ball game here. Very early in this one. The 3-2, slap back to the mound. Ridolfi will toss on to first in time to retire Mass, and there's one gone. I'll bring up the shortstop, Lindsay Rizzo, a .667 average on the year now. She's driven in 4.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Lindsay Rizzo.
Left-handed hitter. Facing the right-hander, Ridolfi. Winds and delivers. That's in there for a strike. Right-hander delivers. Upstairs. Tomorrow's ball games, we'll take a look at the schedule here. The final day of the Lion Classic. Slap back to the mound, and the throw pulled the first baseman off the bag, or did she beat it out? That is the question. It's safe at first. That'll be an error on the throw. As the head coach for UT Martin out asking the home plate umpire about something. Anyway, tomorrow's schedule looks like this. 10 a.m. Bright and early. It'll be Alabama State versus Buffalo, as both of those ball clubs will wrap up their trip to Hammond. And then scheduled for noon, UT Martin will face Grambling before Grambling turns around and faces Southeastern at 2 o'clock. Coach will have here on the Southeastern Sports Network, we'll have that final game tomorrow, Southeastern versus Grambling.
Now batting the catcher, number 25.
At the plate now, Madison Blackford, .556 the average. 4 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter in the pitch. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down, and Rizzo is going to round the bag at second and head to third. And the throw there is in time. Well, 2 gone. The count 0-1 on Blackford. Head coach Rick Freeman is chatting with the home plate umpire about that play at third, as UT Martin will conference over toward shortstop. Well, Blackford still at the plate now with 2 down and nobody on. At the bottom of the first. Right-hander delivers, and Blackford chops it foul at the first baseline. Still a pretty good crowd here for a late start. Berm seating out in right field is seems to be full. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Up and away, the left-handed hitter, 1-2 the count. There's lots of improvements made here during the offseason. Or should I say upgrades. Here's the 1-2 pitch. The LED lights in full effect here this evening. Berman right field. Wall and left. Beyond all that, the new beach volleyball complex out in the right field, right center. Lots of new concrete poured as well. New shade covers. A lot of work going on here this offseason as that full count pitch is going to miss for ball 4.
Now batting designated player, number 26, Ella Manser.
Ella Manser steps into the box, a designated player here in this ball game after catching game 1 for Southeastern. 429 the average. She's driven in 2. Strike catches the outside corner. Because all of these upgrades, all the work being done, it's a philosophy that runs from the top down here. Athletic director J.R. Teagues wants his coaches making improvements to the facilities every year. No matter what, find something. Count 1-1 here on Ella Manser. Runner at first base, 2 down. There's a swing and a miss. Blackford over at first. 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts so far this year. Scoreless ball game, bottom of the first. Rodolphe, the pitch upstairs. 2-2 the count. Two-two pitch. That one's pulled foul. Third baseline. Coming up Wednesday night, we'll have both men's basketball and softball for you here on the Southeastern Sports Network. You can see some of those upgrades over at basketball while watching that game against Sam Houston State, 7 o'clock Wednesday night. The LED tables courtside. Really adds to the game atmosphere over there as there's a pitch downstairs. Oh, full count here on Manser, the cleanup hitter for Southeastern. Cool evening here at North Oak Park. The 3-2 swing and a miss. She's down on strikes, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits. There was one error, one runner left on base. And after one complete here at North Oak Park, we're scoreless on the Southeastern Sports Network.
out of the second. Third baseman, number 11, Kelly Pickens.
Callie Pickens, a cleanup hitter. Third baseman leads things off for UT Martin here, top of the second, as right-hander Heather Zumo retiring the side in order in the first. Pickens comes in, the sophomore, hitting 167 on the year. And the count evens out at 1-1. Right-handed hitter. Zumo winds and delivers a strike, and she's out in front here, 1-2. One-two. Little floater out towards short. The third baseman Bennett will cut the ball off and haul it in. And there's one gone here in the second. Brings up center fielder Cheyenne Sheffield. 429 the average. She's driven in a pair this year. 5'5" sophomore out of Tullahoma, Tennessee. She's a transfer from Purdue. And the pitch in there for a strike. Bats from the left side. The 0-1 popped up on the infield. Rizzo at short calling for it. She'll make the catch. And there's two gone. Well, brings up the right fielder Bivens.
Right fielder number 1, Aaliyah Bivens.
Leah Bivens steps in, hitting 167 on the year. One run batted in, a right-handed hitter. Senior hometown product from Martin, Tennessee. She transferred from Tennessee Tech. First pitch strike from Zumo. The 0-1 downstairs. Two out, nobody on. A scoreless ball game here in the second inning. Day 2 of the Lion Classic. One pulled foul and out of play down the left field line. Softball underway. Baseball will start in less than a week. Valentine's Day. As Coach Matt Reiser and his ball club open up the season on the road at UL Lafayette Friday night, the 14th, at 6 o'clock as that pitch downstairs. 2-2 the count. Basketball starting to hit the stretch run in conference. A little less than a month left as this one flared down the left field line. That'll get out into left field for a base hit. That is the first of the ball game for UT Martin. 2-out base runner here. It'll bring up, let's see, it'll be Lex Rogers, who was listed as the pitcher starting, and then they flip-flop the pitcher in DP after
Designated player number 7, Lex Rogers.
After they batted in the first. Rogers looking for her first hit of the year, 0 for 6. Left-handed hitter steps into the box. And Southeastern with a defensive shift on. Third baseman charges in. First baseman, the only one on the right side of the diamond now. There's a swing and a miss, a hefty cut from Rogers. Outfield shift as well, over and in. Playing her to slap the other way. Second baseman playing on the third base side of the bag. Basically right up the middle. There's a swing and a miss. Center fielder Cameron Goodman swung around, kind of playing a short left center. On the count, 0-2 with 2 down and a runner at first base. Well, the pitch by Zumo, swing and a miss, and she strikes her out on 3 pitches to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base, and we head bottom of 2 now. Lady Lions and UT Martin are scoreless here on the Southeastern Sports Network. Activity begins in the UT Martin bullpen as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Brianna Bennett will lead things off for Southeastern. A home run in the earlier game. She's hitting .500, 2 long balls and 5 runs batted in. And she lines this one right back at Rodolphe, who hauls it in. One gone. It brings up Allie McCoy.
Now batting second base.
Looking for her first hit of the season. She's 0 for 4 so far. There's a base hit through the left side. There's one gone. Base hit for McCoy, and now here comes Coach Rick Freeman over toward the dugout, and we have a change somewhere. Is that what's we have? We have a runner, or are we going to have a hitter? What's going on here? Or just a kind of a conference over in front of the dugout. He'll back to third. At the plate, first baseman Madison Watson. Or maybe the dugout's a little more vocal now. As that one fouled off, it's 0-1. Glad you could join us this evening wherever you may be. Hopefully you're enjoying the new Southeastern Sports Network. Not only free, but ease of access digitally, whether it be on YouTube, which means with YouTube, wherever you can find YouTube, whether it be on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, or on your TV. That's right, the YouTube app, smart TVs, or the Amazon Fire Stick, or a Roku stick, Apple TV device, all of the like. You'll be able to watch it on TV like any other broadcast. Plus, it's also available in the Lions Game Day Experience app. And it's the 1-1. Soft liner towards short, picked off the ground. The throw is wide by the shortstop, Dykus, And the runners will advance to second and third as Watson just puts it in play and forces Tennessee Martin to make a play on that one. And Dykus rushed her throw and sailed it wide of the bag at first.
Now batting right fielder number 12, Audrey Greeley.
Now at the plate, Audrey Greeley, the right fielder, getting 200 on the year, left-handed hitter. Slaps that one foul off of the catcher. Oh, Greeley, a freshman from Geismar, Louisiana, just south of Baton Rouge. Went to Parkview Baptist High School. The pitch, swing and a miss. That one looked a little upstairs. Went after it, and it's 0-2. One out, two on. The 0-2 slap foul up the third baseline. Runners at second and third. A scoreless ball game here in the second. Southeastern threatening. And the pitch off the glove of the catcher to the backstop. That one will score. That'll be a wild pitch that gets the runners home, or the runner home. And McCoy scores. Watson moves to third. Oh, a 1-2 count here on Greeley. Rodolphi's pitch, slap foul at the third baseline. Right-hander winds and delivers, swing and a miss. Really chased one upstairs again. Down on strikes, and there's two gone. It'll bring up center fielder Cameron Goodman, who's hitting .667 here early in the season. She's driven in one.
Now batting center fielder number 31, Cameron Goodman.
She's already scored 4 runs through the first 3 ball games and has 5 stolen bases. Well, a pitch missed outside. Runner at third base here with 2 down, and Southeastern up by a run in the second. Activity continues in the Martin bullpen. Seeley Lane, a junior right-hander, is getting loose as the count runs to 2-0. Rodolphi checks her armband and delivers. Bunted foul. Well, 2-1 the count on Goodman, the number 9 hitter in the order for Southeastern. A pitch by Rodolphi upstairs. 3-1 now on Goodman. It's almost good for a stolen base if she gets on. 3-1. Drags a bunt back to the pitcher. And Rodolfi will get it to first just in time, and that'll end the inning. But Southeastern scores a run. On a hit, there was an error. One runner left on base, and we head to the third now. Lady Lions lead this one 1-0 over UT Martin on the Southeastern Sports Network. Martin pitcher Hannah Rodolfi leads off here in the third inning, fouling off the first offering from Heather Zumo. Rodolfi 0 for 1 on the season. Right-handed hitter facing the right-hander Zumo. On the pitch, downstairs. 1-1 the count. Pitch, foul back into the screen. 1-2 the count on Rodolfi, the number 8 hitter in the order for the Skyhawks. That one's popped foul and out of play. One-two pitch on the way, and that one is hit to the right side, scooped up by McCoy, and she'll toss on to first in time for the out. Well, through 3 innings, Zumo has retired the leadoff hitter all 3 times. Good way to get things started.
Catcher, number 31, Maddie Long.
Brings up the catcher, Maddie Long. She wants a new ball. We'll toss that one aside. As Long will step in. Hitting .333 on the year. Right-handed hitter, and the pitch by Zumo fouled off. One out, nobody on. 1-0 Southeastern lead here in the top of the third. Zumo's pitch, and therefore a strike. Check swing, strike 3, and down goes Long. Second strikeout of the ball game for Zumo. And it's back to the top of the order now for the left fielder, Paige Clark.
Left fielder, number 14,
Her initial trip up,
Paige
she
Clark.
grounded out to second, 0 for 1 in the ball game. Zumo Pumps in another strike. It's 0-1. 2 out and nobody on. That one fouled out of play. Downstairs, and it's a 1-2 count. The pitch fought off, rolls foul up the first baseline. The 1-2. Call. Ooh, thought he rung her up. Just off the corner. 2-2 the count. Zumo winds and delivers, and there's a hot shot to third. Bennett scoops and tosses on to first in time. Zumo retires the side in order in the third. We head bottom of 3, 1-0. Southeastern leads it. Southeastern Sports Network. Ariel Mass at the plate, leading things off. It's the top of the Southeastern order here in the third to face right-hander Hannah Rodolfi. Fouls off the first offering. The 0-1. She offer at it? No. It come back her to the pitcher her first trip up. She's 0 for 1 in the ball game. The pitch pulled the right side, diving stop by the second baseman. Gore will toss on to first in time to get Mass. That's a nice play up the middle. The second baseman, Chelsea Gore.
Now batting, second baseman, number 3, Lindsay Rizzo.
We'll bring up Lindsay Rizzo, the shortstop. Bottom of the third, 1-0. Southeastern leads this one. pitchers combined on a 4-0 shutout of Buffalo in the game prior to this one. Carly Kraft, Hannah Wright, Sophie Hannibus. Rizzo fouls off the first pitch. Rodolphe, the sign. And the 0-1. Bunt, roll, beat it out. It was about to roll, but the catcher, Long, picked it up before it rolled foul. Rizzo beats it out. UT Martin's head coach over to talk with the home plate umpire about this one.
Now batting the catcher, number 25.
Oh, at the plate, Madison Blackford. She drew a walk her first trip up. The pitch, Rodolphe. Caught the corner running away. Rizzo at first. And the pitch. Missed outside again. Good bit of arm side run here from Rodolphe. Rizzo at first has a pair of stolen bases already this year, and there she goes as that one fouled off by Blackford. All 1-2 the count. Getting into the middle of the order here. 1-2 pitch. Inside. 2-2 the count. Blackford, 3-hole, followed by the cleanup hitter, Ella Manzer, who's on deck. Or maybe not. Actually, that looks like Carly Kraft in the on-deck circle. That one pulled foul. Well, 2-2 count here on Blackford with a runner at first and one down. Up and away, full count now on Blackford. The pitch by Rodolphe, runner going. The throw down into center. Stolen, well, no, it won't be a stolen base because it was ball 4. What's going on? They're sending her back. She left early. They're sending, it was ball 4. Full count still on Blackford now. No runner at first, 2 down. The 3-2 popped up, foul, third base side, giving chase. Pickens at the wall, leaning over, can't hang on to it. Just after 10 o'clock on the evening. Glad you're with us here for the late one tonight. Oh, Blackford battling at the plate with a full count here. Southeastern with a 1-run lead in the bottom of the third. Ball forward. Oh, Blackford draws her second walk of the ball game, and now we'll have a pinch hitter as Carly Kraft comes to the plate to pinch hit for Ella Manzer.
Pinch hitting for Southeastern, number 6, Carly Kraft.
Oh, Kraft, who was the starting pitcher in the earlier game this evening, hitting .300 on the year with a homer and 5 runs batted in. That latter number tied for the team lead with Brianna Bennett, who was on deck. Runner at first, 2 down, 1-0. Lady Lions, bottom of the third, in the pitch. Outside of the right-handed hitter. 2-0 the count here on the pinch hitter, Kraft. Another pitch by Rodolphe, runner going, and that one is ripped foul. Third baseline. Two and one to count. The pitch upstairs. Fans bundled up here this evening. Getting cooler as the night wears on. 3-1, runner goes. This one popped out to left center. It's trouble. Going back to shortstop. Dykus is able to get there to make the catch. For Southeastern, no runs on a hit. No errors. One runner left on base. Oh, we'll head to the fourth. Still 1-0 Southeastern here on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Chelsea Gore.
Chelsea Gore will lead things off here in the top of the fourth inning with Southeastern on top, 1-0. Slapping the first pitch foul. Junior Heather Zuma winds and delivers, and that one slapped in the left field for a base hit. Well, she had retired the leadoff hitter in each of the first 3 innings, but this time Gore reaches to lead things off in the fourth. Just the second hit of the ball game for the Skyhawks.
First baseman.
And it brings up the first baseman, Caitlin Kelly. Kelly grounded out as short her first trip up. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Showing bunt, pops it back now. Blackford to the wall, giving chase. Can't get to it in time. On the count, 0-1. Zumo goes to the rosin bag. Now the 0-1. That one pulled down the left field line. Going to be trouble. It drops in fair. And that's back-to-back hits now for the Skyhawks, leading off the fourth.
Third baseman, number 11, Callie Pickens.
2 on, nobody out. Cleanup hitter Callie Pickens. There's a dribbler back to the pitcher as Zumo tosses on to first as the runners advance. We'll bring up the center fielder, Cheyenne Sheffield.
Center fielder, number 2, Cheyenne Sheffield.
Pinch runner coming in. That looks like Sheffield at the plate. There will be a pinch runner. And second. Looks like Emily Alexander, a freshman, will run for Caitlin Kelly.
Pinch running at second base, number 24, Emily Alexander.
Coach Rick Freeman on the way out to the circle to talk with his infield, his pitcher, his catcher. As they sort this one over with runners at second and third and 1 down. Lead 1-0, top of the fourth inning. They've talked it over. Sheffield at the plate, 0 for 1. She popped up to the shortstop. Rizzo, her first trip up. And the pitch upstairs from Zumo. That's in there for a strike. The 1-1 from the righty. That one trouble down the left field line, dropping in. Is it fair? And it's going to get past Mass and roll to the wall. 2 runs in. They're going to wave all the way around for the inside the park try, and the ball kicks free from the catcher Blackford. Scoring is Sheffield, and it is 3-1 Tennessee Martin. That one hit on the line and kicked past Ariel Mass and down into the corner. And now the home plate umpire and third base umpire will talk this one over. And it'll stand. It's a 3-run inside the park home run.
Right fielder number 1, Aaliyah.
Well, it brings up the right fielder, Aaliyah Bivens. Singled her first trip up, 1 for 1 in the ball game. There's a ground ball to third. Bennett, the throw to first is in time, 2 gone.
Designated player number 7, Lex Rogers.
Well, Lex Rogers, a designated player, 0 for 1 in the ball game. A strikeout her first trip up. Zumo winds and delivers, and this one hit down the left field line. Mass will chase that one down in foul territory. That'll end the inning, but not before. 3-run score on 3 hits. There were no errors. Nobody left on base. And we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Southeastern finds themselves trailing UT Martin now by a score of 3-1 here on the Southeastern Sports Network. Well, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning with the
number 23, Brianna Bennett.
Lady Lions now down by a score of 3-1. Brianna Bennett leads things off. 5, 6, 7 in the Southeastern order, due up to face the right-hander, Hannah Rodolphe. There's a swing and a miss, had her out in front. And it's 0-1. Rodolphe, the pitch, fouled off. Another count now, 0-2 on Brianna Bennett. Sophomore from Alexandria. Also went to Ash, Alexandria Senior High School. The pitch, shot back to the pitcher, and Rodolphe tosses on to first. 1 gone. Bring up Allie McCoy, the second baseman.
Number 9, Allie McCoy.
McCoy slaps this one up the middle into center field. A base hit. That's 3 consecutive innings. Lady Lions with a hit. Scored a run back in the second when McCoy picked up Southeastern's first hit of the ball game. 2 hits tonight. The senior. Pinch runner at first base now for McCoy.
Pinch running at first base, number 5, Kelsey Bodan.
Oh, Kelsey Bodan will pinch run.
Now pitching the first baseman, number 13. Now batting, first baseman, number 13, Madison Watson.
At the plate, Madison Watson reached on an error by the shortstop her first trip up. The pitch, just outside. One out, one on. And the pitch, that one is hit high to center field. It's going to hang up there as Sheffield makes the catch. And there's 2 gone.
Now batting right fielder.
No, at the plate, right fielder Audrey Greeley. Swing and a miss. Runner going. The throw down is not in time, and Bodan in with a stolen base. Second of the year. Ball runner in scoring position and 2 down. The 0-1 coming up to Greeley. Wanted foul. Two out. Runner at second, the 0-2. Missed outside. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th inning. This is the second game of the day for both teams. Southeastern with theirs back-to-back. Martin played the game actually 2 games ago. So they had the second game of the day against Alabama State. And then it was Buffalo Grambling, Buffalo Southeastern, and now Southeastern and UT Martin. Two. High fly ball out to left center. It's going to hang up there, and Clark is there to make the catch, and that'll be it for the Lady Lions. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. They've left a runner on in each of the 4 innings so far. Find themselves down 3-1 as we head to the 5th. Southeastern Sports Network.
UT Martin 3, Southeastern
First pitch of the inning, a fly out to center field. One pitch, one gone. Heather Zumo here on the top of the 5th inning. Brings up Maddie Long, the catcher. Was Rodolphe, the pitcher, flied out on one pitch. Popped up behind the plate. It's going to land in the stands. One out, nobody on. 0-1 the count here on the number 9 hitter in the order. Zumo the pitch, and it's popped foul, back out of play again. Nice play in the stands over there. And the count now 0-2 on Long. Struck out her first trip up. Zumo, the pitch. Soft liner to third, hauled in by Bennett. 2 gone. Back to the top of the order now for the left fielder, Paige Clark. 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs, 1 to second, 1 to third. Pitch by Zumo, fisted foul up the first base line. She's out in front here of Clark, 0-1. The Lady Lions find themselves down top of the 5th inning. The pitch, line through the right side into right field for a base hit. 2 out base knock for the Skyhawks. And that brings up the second baseman, Chelsea Gore.
Second baseman, number 22, Chelsea Gore.
Coach Freeman calling time. He's coming out to home plate. There is activity in the Southeastern bullpen. And let's see who's coming into the ball game. It's going to be MC Como coming in. Freshman from Port Allen. She went to Bruley High School.
Southeastern number 10, MC Como.
Como. 1 appearance in relief already this year. No wins, losses, or saves. A 0 ERA, an inning and a third, 1 run. It was unearned. 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And the right-hander on here to face Chelsea Gore. A runner at first and 2 outs. 5th. He was the Gatorade Player of the Year last year as a senior at Bruley High School, just across the river from Baton Rouge. A pitch, runner goes. It's a strike, no throw. On a stolen base for Clark. Came in leading the team with 3 stolen bases on the year. All runner in scoring position with 2 down. And the count 0-1 on Gore. Como. That one's downstairs. Back pick attempt, and Back in under the tag safely is Gore at second base. Right-hander delivers. Missed outside. Como's pitch fouled up the first baseline. So now the count evens out at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. Runner at second. Lady Lions find themselves down by 2. You're in the top of the 5th. Trying to keep it right there. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes to end the inning. Gore. So Como comes on and does her job, gets the strikeout to get out of the inning, and strands a runner, no runs on a hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base through 4 1/2. UT Martin leads this one 3-1 here on the Southeastern Sports Network. (9-1-2) in the Lady Lion order due up here, bottom of 5. Cameron Goodman to lead things off. Come back her to the mound her first trip up. 0 for 1. And takes a first pitch strike from the righty, Hannah Rodolfi. Activity again in the UT Martin bullpen. It is the right-hander Celie Lane who was up in the 2nd inning earlier in this ball game. Back up, getting loose again as this one slapped foul down that direction and out of play. Check swing foul. Rodolfi gets a sign from the dugout, checks her wrist, and delivers. That one down and away. 1-2 the count. Pitch by the right-hander. Foul tip hung on to, down on strikes is Goodman to open up the 5th.
Now batting left fielder number 17. Ariel Mack.
Back to the top of the order now. Ariel Mass is 0 for 2 in the ball game. And the pitch inside at hitter. Well, Lady Lions have had a base runner in every inning so far. Let's see if they can convert on this one. The freebie, and it brings up Lindsay Rizzo, who's been on base twice. Reached on an error in the first and then singled in the third.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Lindsay Rizzo.
Oh, Rizzo at the plate here, and the pitch delivered high by Rodolfi. That one upstairs again, 2-0 the count. Mass over at first. Lady Lions down by a pair here in the bottom of the 5th. Another one upstairs, 3-0 the count now. With Madison Blackford on deck. And the pitch inside, ball 4. 2 on, 1 down. And Rizzo on for the 3rd time in the ball game. This brings up Blackford, who has walked twice.
Now batting the catcher, number 25, Madison Blackford.
Well, Rodolfi has walked just 3 batters in the ball game. Blackford twice, and then Rizzo right there following the hit by pitch. And now the head coach for UT Martin is out. There is activity in his bullpen. We'll see if he's making a pitching change or what this is. It looks like so. It's pointed down that direction, and they're calling to the bullpen. Well, that'll bring in junior right-hander Celie Lane. Get you some numbers on the new pitcher here in just a second. She'll be making her 4th appearance of the year already, so she will have appeared now in every UT Martin ball game this season. No wins, losses, or saves, a 0 ERA. 6 innings, she's given up just 2 hits, walked 0 and struck out 7. She has not walked a batter. Opponents hitting 100 off of the right-hander, Celie Lane. A redshirt junior from Ripley, Tennessee, stands in at 5'10". Well, the numbers on the starter Rodolfi: 4 1/3, 3 hits, 3 walks, a hit batter, and 3 strikeouts. Lane inherits a pair of runners with 1 down and a 2-run lead. UT Martin up 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Now Coach Rick Freeman may be countering with something here. We're talking with the home plate umpire. Maybe not. Everything looks to be the same. They may have just been getting any the defensive changes. I wonder if that was a straight. Can't tell just right away if there were any other defensive changes along with it. That move, but the pitch from Lane misses outside for a ball to Blackford. Well, the pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. The pitch by Lane, foul back into the screen by Blackford. Oh, it's a 1-2 count now. Oh, both teams into their bullpen here. Final game of the day, 5th on the docket. A 12-game tournament here this weekend, the Lion Classic. Overall, this is the 9th game, just 3 tomorrow. That one misses. Want to make it 2-2, even that one out now. Runners at first and second. 1 out. Ground ball, right side. That'll move the runners up as the second baseman will toss on to first in time to retire Blackford, but both Mass and Rizzo advance into scoring position. And at the plate, Carly Kraft, designated player. Pitch by Lane misses outside. 3-1 the count.
Now batting designated player number 6, Curly Kraft.
That one caught the corner. 1-1. Kraft popped up to the shortstop as a pinch hitter. Her last trip up, that was back in the 3rd. Ground ball to the second baseman. The throw to first is wide, and that is going to get 2 runs home, and this ball game is tied up. Tough ball for the second baseman on the hop. Up. Blocked it, caught it, and then rushed her throw to first base. Now Coach Rick Freeman down the line talking quickly with Brianna Bennett. Carly Kraft in scoring position at second base.
Now batting third baseman number 23, Brianna Bennett.
The pitch by Lane misses. 3-3 ball game now. Bottom of the 5th inning. A pitch downstairs. You can charge those runs it scored to the starter, Rodolphe, as Lane inherited those when she entered. That pitch hits Bennett, 2 on. Right-hander getting loose in the Martin bullpen. That's Aaron Gallagher, a sophomore righty.
Baseman, number 9, Allie McCoy.
At the plate, Allie McCoy, who has a pair of hits in this ball game and a run scored. That one caught the corner. Right-hander delivers, and that one's chopped to first. Foul. Allen missed, 1-2 the count. Well, Kraft at second, Bennett at first. 2 down, a tie game in the bottom of the 5th. And the count 1-2 here on Allie McCoy. Lane with the sign, she'll wind and deliver. Down and away, it evens out at 2-2. Two fouled off. Lane to the rosin bag. And the pitch. Full count, runners going. Throw to third, not in time. Double steal. That's a pair in scoring position now with a full count. Three-two outside. First walk issued this season by Lane. And on for the 3rd time is McCoy. Bases are loaded for Madison Watson with 2 down.
The first baseman, number 13, Madison Watson.
First pitch in there for a strike. Watson has reached on an error and flied out to center. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Bases loaded, 2 down, a tie ball game in the 5th. The strike call. That one caught the corner. Like it might have been outside. 0-2 the count. Pitch to Watson in the dirt. The 1-2. In the dirt again. 2-2 the count. Lane gets a new ball. Two-two, swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Watson to end the inning, but Southeastern picks up a pair without a hit.
Southeastern in the bottom of the fifth, 2 runs on no hits. There was one error.
One error.
3 left on base.
Bases were left loaded. We head to the 6th, all tied up at 3 on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Top of the 6th. Shortstop number 8, Caitlin Kelly.
Three, 4, 5 in the Skyhawk order due up here in the top of the 6th inning. Tie ball game, 3-3 our score. As MC Como came on to strike out the final batter of the 5th. Remains on here in the 6th. In relief, sinking liner to left, and a diving grab by Ariel Mass. Leaves her feet to rob Kelly of a base hit.
Third baseman number 11, Kelly Pickens.
With one gone, it brings up the cleanup hitter, Kelly Pickens. 0 for 1. Laid down a sacrifice bunter last trip up. Pitch downstairs. Took something off that 1-0, got it in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. swing and a miss. Two and two the count. Pickens will settle into the box here at Como. Winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. Center chasing one upstairs. Down on strikes goes Pickens. That's a pair of strikeouts now for Como.
Center fielder number 2, Cheyenne Sheffield.
Starter Heather Zumo went 4 2/3 tonight. 3 runs, all earned on 4 hits. Didn't walk anybody, struck out a pair. And Como here with a 1-0 count. That's upstairs. 2-0 has worked a scoreless inning now in relief, retiring all 3 batters she's faced, fanning a pair. Now the 2-0. Strike. Well, the 2-1 missed inside. Oh, now Como's falling behind here, 3-1 in the count. Little pitch, swing and a miss. That'll run the count full. Three-two. Check swing, one around, and down on strikes goes Sheffield. She had that big 3-run inside the park homer her last trip up, but Como fans her. She's got 3 strikeouts now in the ball game, and we head to the bottom of the 6th after Como retires his side in order, all knotted up at 3 still here on the Southeastern Sports Network. Audrey Greeley will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Only Lady Lane that didn't come to the plate last inning. Southeastern sent, 8 batters to the plate. Scored a pair to tie this one up. Oh, a reliever, Seeley Lane delivers a pitch up, and it's 1-0. Greeley 0 for 2 in the ball game, a strikeout and a flyout. And the right-hander delivers. It's downstairs. 2-0 the count. pitch by the right-hander. Caught the inside corner that time. That's 2-1. Said she offered at it. 2-2 the count. Right-hander delivers. That one is slapped up the first base line. This is going to be trouble because it's going to stay fair. They're going to let it roll, and that'll be a base hit for Audrey Grayley, leading off here in the 6th inning. That will bring up Cameron Goodman. She's 0 for 2 tonight.
Now batting, center fielder, number 31, Cameron Goodman.
Comebacker and a strikeout. Runner at first, nobody out. Lady Lions and UT Martin tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Lady Lions scored 2 last inning to tie it. The pitch, bunt, foul. Greeley at first. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses. 1-1 the count. Well, the right-hander winds and delivers. Bunt foul again. Activity continues in the UT Martin bullpen as the right-hander that was throwing last inning is back up getting loose. Well, the right-hander goes to the rosin bag. The pitch, swing and a miss, and she's down on strikes. Well, back at the top of the order for Ariel Mass. She was hit by a pitcher last trip up and eventually part of that 2-run rally last inning.
Now batting left fielder, number 17, Ariel Mass.
Officially 0 for 2 in the ball game with a pair of groundouts. Over at first base, Greeley with 1 down. Runner goes, throw down is not going to be in time, and then with a stolen base, Audrey Greeley. Well, the potential go-ahead run now in scoring position with 1 down. Pitch by Lane, bunt misses on the attempt, and it's 1-1. One popped foul and out of play. 1-2 pitch. Mass fouls it off to stay alive. Southeastern scored a run in the second. UT Martin with a 3-run inside the park homer in the fourth. And then the Lady Lions tied it up last inning with a pair of runs. Bottom of the sixth, 3-3 our score. One, two, fouled off again. UT Martin guarding the lines here late. One, two, diving stop by the shortstop and a toss back to second, but diving back in safely. Audrey Greeley at second, just getting back in, and diving stop by Dykus.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Lindsay Rizzo.
Seen some nice defensive plays in this game. Aerial mass out in left. Dykus with that one. I think it was Dykus earlier in the ball game as well. Well, at the plate, Lindsay Rizzo walked her last trip up, came around to score the tying run as that one slapped foul down the third baseline. Been on base all 3 times, reached on an error, has singled, and walked. Greeley at second with 2 down. A tie ball game. Inside. Pop foul and out of play. Oh, 1 and 2 on Lindsay Rizzo. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Rizzo. That's it for Lady Lions here in the 6th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. They've left a runner on in every inning thus far. And we head to the 7th, tied at 3 still on the Southeastern Sports Network.
top of the seventh. Right fielder, number 1, Aaliyah Bivens.
6, 7, 8 in the Skyhawks order, due up to face right-hander MC Como here in the top of the 7th inning. This ball game right at 2 hours old now. Tied at 3, top of the 7th inning. Bivens 1 for 2, a second inning single, and in the 4th inning she grounded out to third. Turns on that one and pulls it foul. The pitch, foul back into the screen. One, two. The flare out to shallow center, coming on. Goodman will chase that one down on the run. And one gone.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7, Lex Rogers.
Lex Rogers at the plate. She's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a foul out. Designated player. One out, nobody on. The pitch downstairs from Como. Swing and a miss. Como winds a 1-1. Looks it up there a little high, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Reaching for that one, pulls it to first. Watson stumbles a bit, but takes it right to the bag. And there's 2 gone. It brings up what would be Hannah Rodolfi's spot in the order. Had she stayed in, then it was Sealy Lane. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter. Gabby Campbell will hit.
Pinch hitting for UT Martin, number 21, Gabby Campbell.
Get you some numbers on Campbell here in just a second. Right-handed hitter takes that one downstairs. Campbell, a sophomore from Brunswick, Ohio. The pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Gabby Campbell 0 for 3 on the season so far with a strikeout. The pitch downstairs, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Tie game, top of 7. Fouled off. Oh, 2-2 the count. Pitch by Como. Ooh, nice looking pitch. Just missed off the corner. And that's a full count. Swing and a miss. That's 4 strikeouts in the ball game for Como, who's retired all 7 batters she's faced since coming in relief. And we head to the bottom of the 7th, still tied at 3 on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th. Catcher, number 25, Madison Blackford.
Madison Blackford will lead things off. 3-4-5 in the Southeastern order, due up to face Sealy Lane here in the bottom of the 7th. 3-3 our score. 5th game of the day. And we're rolling past 11 o'clock now. And that deep chill starting to set in here this evening. Here's the 0-1. That's downstairs. Blackford 0 for 1 officially, has walked twice and grounded out to second. The pitch, drag bunt, first base line. It rolls and stays fair. And did it. Send her back to the plate here. Well, the count 1-2. Back at the plate, Blackford. The pitch, swing and a miss, and she's down on strikes. One gone, and it brings up Carly Kraft.
Now
0 for 2.
Player, number 6, Carly Kraft.
Flied out to short and reached on an error by the second baseman. That allowed the tying runs to score back in the 5th. That one fouled off. right-hander with a pitch. Swing and a miss. Had Kraft out in front. One out, nobody on. 0-2, check swing. They appeal. She did not go on a pitch down and away. The 1-2 make that down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. On Kraft. Starting pitcher in the game earlier today for Southeastern. Picked up the win in the 4-0 victory over Buffalo. And the pitch fouled off by Kraft. Two to third and hauled in by Pickens. 2 gone, nobody on. Brings up Brianna Bennett. 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch her last trip up. Pitch to Bennett, in there for a strike. On the corner, it's 0-2. Foul off to stay alive. Oh, and 2 the count. Lane gets a sign. And the right-hander, been on in relief since the 5th, delivers. There's a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Bennett. It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Southeastern on the bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits.
Well, Southeastern retired in order for the first time in the ball game. We'll head to the 8th. Tied at 3. Southeastern Sports Network.
pinch hitting for UT
Oh,
Martin.
a pinch hitter for UT Martin. Kenna Garst will hit for Maddie Long, the number 9 hitter in the order. And Gabby Campbell has been placed on second to begin the inning here in the top of the 8th. Como, the pitch, and therefore a strike. Our international tiebreaker rule, the last batter retired in the previous inning will start this inning at second base. Bunt, foul. Rolling into extra innings here in the final game of the day. Well, the right-hander Como delivers, and that one is driven down the right field line. Foul. Well, Garst, a sophomore from Petersburg, Michigan. Listed as a catcher. The pitch, swing and a miss. She's down on strikes. 5th strikeout of the ball game now for Como. Back to the top of the order.
Left fielder number 14, Paige Clark.
Well, Paige Clark now, top of the order, 1 for 3. That pitch from Como misses. Pitch by Como, fouled off. 1-1 to count, 1 out, runner at second base. Fouled off again. One, two, upstairs as Blackford got up there to make sure it didn't go to the backstop. 2-2 the count, 1 out, runner at second. 3-3 game in the top of the 8th inning now. First extra inning ball game of the year for Southeastern. And the pitch, chopped to third, foul. Lady Lions came in 3-0. UT Martin was 2-1. That one is popped down the right field line. Foul. Giving chase is Greeley, but it's going to be out of play. Downstairs, home crowd wanted the call. That's a full count. We have a defensive change coming up here in right field. Had it out. Caroline Manzer will take over for Greeley in right.
In the game to play right field for Southeastern, number 15, Caroline Manser.
Como lines and delivers, and this one is hit out that way, deep to right center, drifting over. Goodman makes the catch. Runner at second tags a throw back in. There's two gone. Potential go-ahead run is now at third. Brings up the second baseman, Chelsea Gore.
Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Chase Skinner.
Or maybe not. They're going to appeal to second as well. So she did not go. At the plate, Chase Skinner. The pitch, swing and a miss. Skinner, a sophomore from Spring Hill, Florida. Getting 250 on the year with one run batted in. That's downstairs. 1-1 the count. Como goes to the rosin bag. The pitch. Foul back into the screen. It is a chilly night here tonight, but it is also very humid. The field's behind us. You can see the fog rolling in. Well, we've seen the pitchers going to the rosin bag quite a bit here in the latter stages of this ball game. There's just a general dampness about kind of the air right now. And that one just missed, 2-2. So despite there being a lack of heat, there is still the humidity as that one fouled out of play. Three our score, top of the 8th inning. Runner at third. 2 down and a 2-2 count on the hitter. Downstairs, and it's a full count. The pitch, foul and out of play again.
Hey, win right here.
Como trying to work out of this, delivers a pitch, and that one is flared over to the right side. It will drop, and the runner will score. The first batter to reach off of Como since she came in relief back in the 5th. Infield base hit, and the run scores. It's 4-3 UT Martin.
Shortstop, number 8, Caitlin Kelly.
On the pitch. Caitlin Kelly misses downstairs. Fouled off. Oh, 1-1 the count. Due up for Southeastern in the bottom of the 8th inning. That'll be McCoy, Watson, and Greeley spot in the order. So Manzer, now the new right fielder. That's 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Lady Lions. Now trailing 4-3, top of the 8th. Two and 1 the count. 3 more games tomorrow, 10 a.m. noon. And Southeastern slated to play Grambling State at 2 o'clock tomorrow if everything stays on schedule. The pitch by Como. A little low. Full count with a runner at first and 2 down. Turned on, pulled foul on the left field line. Como's pitch fouled off. As Kelly stays alive. Como wants a new ball. Well, the pitch driven to center. It's going to hang up there as Goodman drifts in to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But a run on a hit. No errors. 1 runner left. And we head to the bottom of the 8th. 4-3 UT Martin leads here on the Southeastern Sports Network.
No errors and 1 left on base.
Priscilla Prince will be placed on second to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Pinch running in the place of Brianna Bennett. Defensive changes for Martin. We may have missed them earlier, but anyway, Skinner is the first baseman now after she batted in the top half of the inning. Taking over for Kelly, who shifted to short, and the new second baseman is Lex Rogers, the designated player, taking over for Gore. Well, Allie McCoy at the plate has been on base all 3 times, a pair of singles and a walk, 2 for 2. Bunt sacrifice will advance the tying run to third with 1 down. At the plate now, Madison Watson looking for her first hit. She's reached under there, flied out and struck out. Officially 0 for 3 in the ball game. Well, the right-hander delivers, and that's in there for a strike at the knees on Madison Watson. Lady Lions down by a run, 4-3, bottom of the 8th inning. That pitch misses outside. The 1-1 fouled off.
Hey, hit it where it's pitched. Here we go.
Right-hander winds in the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Prince, the pinch runner, over at third with 1 out.
Hey, here we go, Waddy.
The pitch chopped to second, look the runner back to third. The throw, they're going to come home on the runner. The throw is not in time, and Prince slides around the backside of the plate, is safe, and we're all tied up at 4. They got the out at first. Watson gets the RBI. And at the plate, Audrey Greeley re-enters. 1 for 3 in the ball game. Singled her last trip up on bunt single.
12, Audrey Greeley.
The pitch by Lane. Bunt attempt. And miss for a strike. I think, yeah, 0-1. Greeley fouls that one off over the third base dugout and out of play. called strike 3, and that'll end the inning. We're all tied up at 4 now.
For Southeastern in the bottom of the 8th, 1 run on no hits.
No hits.
And no one left
No
on
errors,
base.
nobody left on base. Tied up at 4. We head to the 9th on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Leading off the inning, third baseman number 11, Kelly Pickett.
Bunt. Sacrifice. Dropped at first. Runner headed for home. And she will score. And just like that, UT Martin back on top with the runner at second base to start the inning. Time called. Coach Rick Freeman on his way out to the mound.
Hey, here we go, here we go.
There's a new right fielder for Southeastern. Had not been able to get a number just yet. As Greeley did not come back into the ballgame after re-entering to hit. Pitch by Como, bunt. She'll field and toss to first. McCoy covering. Sacrifice advances a runner to third. Oh, at the plate now, Aaliyah Bivens, the right fielder. That's Carly Kraft out in right field for Southeastern. pitch. Hit the center line drive. Goodman drifting over. And she'll get it back in quickly and saves a run there. Nice defensive play all the way around by Goodman, cutting over on that line drive that didn't really get that high off the ground. Slicing away from her. 2 gone, runner at third. Lady Lions down 5-4. Top of the ninth. And the pitch. Alex Rogers now playing second base.
Battle right here, battle, you can. Go deep. Don't give in.
Floats a 2-0 pitch in there for strike.
Line up.
2 down, runner at third. Como on since the 5th in relief. The pitch in there for a strike, and the count evens at 2-2.
Hey, right here, 1-0.
Como's pitch fouled off. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Rogers to end the inning. But Southeastern finds themselves down by a run again.
No hits, there was 1 error.
No hits, 1 error. 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now 5-4, UT Martin, Southeastern Sports Network.
Now batting center fielder, number 31, Cameron Goodman.
Audrey Greeley placed on second to start the bottom of the ninth inning. Cameron Goodman at the plate to lead things off. Lady Lions find themselves down 5-4 now, bottom of the ninth. Goodman's bunt attempt foul. Lady Lions scored first. A single run in the second, then a 3-run inside the park home run in the fourth. Put UT Martin up 3-1. Southeastern tied it with a pair in the bottom of the fifth. Rolled into extra innings. And so far each team has scored a run in extras, each frame in extras. Top of the eighth, bottom of the eighth, top of the ninth. And Lady Lions now trying to make it in the bottom of the ninth. Call strike over the inside corner. Goodman didn't think so. Now swiping third is Greeley. Well, now the potential tying run is at third with nobody out. A 1-2 count on Goodman. Pitch outside. Seeley Lane, right-hander, has been on in relief since the fifth. Starter Hannah Rodolphe went 4 1/3. The pitch chopped to third. The throw to first in time to get Goodman. Well, it's back to the top of the order now for Ariel Mass.
Now batting left fielder number 17, Ariel Mass.
Hit by a pitch back in the fifth inning. Came around to score. Otherwise 0 for 3 in the ball game. Swing and a miss. That pitch is outside.
Hey, want it right here, Matt. Want it bad.
Check swing foul. Chop to third, rolls, foul. Right-hander with a side. And delivers, and it's foul into the screen again.
Hey, here we go, Matt. Too good. Here we go.
Well, the count 1-2 on Mass. One out, a runner at third, and the Lady Lions down to 5-4, bottom of the ninth. Ground ball knocked down and into center field. Run will score, and the Lady Lions have a runner on with one down. RBI single for Ariel Mass. And it brings up Lindsay Rizzo now.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Lindsay Rizzo.
Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down is not in time as Mass in with a steal of second.
Hey, right here, 3. Here we go, Lulu.
On the count 0-1 on Lindsay Rizzo. Bunt, foul. Rizzo slaps it down the left field line, foul. Chop foul again at the third base line. Pitch, chop back to the pitcher. She'll toss on to first. Runner will advance to third with 2 down. Well, brings up the catcher, Madison Blackford.
Now batting catcher, number 25, Madison Blackford.
0 for 2 with a pair of walks. Those both came off the starter, Rodolphe. Runner at third. 2 down. All tied up at 5. That one's pulled foul, first baseline. Ground ball, base hit, and the Lady Lions are going to win it. Madison Blackford pulls it through the right side, and coming home to score the winning run, Ariel Mass is Southeastern with 2 runs in the ninth. Now improves to 4-0 on the year.
Southeastern 6, UT Martin 5.
2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. 1 runner left on, and the final score 6-5 in 9 innings. The Lady Lions win this one.
Later this morning, 10 a.m. game, Alabama State versus Buffalo.
And real quick, we'll see if we can't add up all of the numbers here and give you a final look at what happened in this ball game. Oh, for UT Martin, they scored 5 runs on 5 hits, committed 3 errors, left 4 runners on base. Southeastern 6 runs on 6 hits, committed 1 error, left 9 on base. The winner will be MC Como for Southeastern, as Como will pick up first win of her career. And the loser will be Sealy Lane for UT Martin, who will fall to 0-1. As this one wraps up after midnight tonight. Almost a 3-hour ball game. We'll have one more broadcast from Lion Classic this weekend. Later today, as it's 2 o'clock scheduled first pitch between Southeastern and Grambling State, the final game of the tournament. Of course, it will be the 3rd game of the day, so quite possibly could get pushed off schedule, but we'll have it for you no matter when it happens. For Colton Vickers' crew back in the press box, I'm Damon Sunday. That's been our time. We thank you for spending yours with us here this evening at North Oak Park. Once again, the final score, the Lady Lions win it in walk-off fashion in extra innings, 6-5. This has been an exclusive presentation of the Southeastern Sports Network.